Hold on one second. All right, dude. We are here after that ridiculous game, dude. What happened, man? What
Well,
happened?
we
How did
went,
they lose that game that badly?
bro. We went from the Kansas City Chiefs to the Kansas City Chefs. Now we're the Kansas City Chickens.
Jokers.
One-eyed chickens.
The one-eyed chicken. Yes, and you know what? Here's the thing. What I would rather have a one-eyed chicken with its head cut off running around as receiver than some of the Chiefs players that they have now because God, they have no idea. It's the exact same thing. The exact same results. Matter of fact, I think the chicken could have caught that touchdown pass. This guy more drop that we sorely needed on 4th and 2. And here's the is that like if you can't make a play like then man like
You
Mahomes
just leave. Get off the team.
get off then leave then just leave
Go to the
just
Jets.
leave then go to the Jets and not play there. And we'll talk about that later because good Lord did McCole Hardman screw this team up today.
Yeah, no, the Jet definitely let us down. Like I don't know, something very offensive in references to planes crashing and killing people.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, just pick a list. But no, poor Cole, man. He dropped a punt, and then he did a good job. He did a good job kicking the ball straight to the Broncos. That was such a direct like pass. He might as well just like shaking their hands and giving it to them. So that was cool.
Probably should have, yeah. The thing is though, with McColl's mistake. Sorry, I have a cold here.
So did Mahomes.
Yeah, I know. Mahomes actually didn't play that, but he had one mistake in the game. But when you don't catch a punt when it's in the side the 10-yard line, and they should have never done that because that gave the ball right back. And the Chiefs haven't been good in the last 2 years at actually catching punts.
Yeah, what's up?
And McCole, I think he even said something that he got greedy. He said something in his post game interview that he got greedy and that he cost the team. And I'm like, yeah, that was about right. That cost the team big time.
Well, I hate that it cost the team, but I like how he says that.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know. At some point, though, stop taking accountability and start changing your actions. And so hopefully he can do that.
Yeah. No, man. Hats off to the Denver Broncos. They definitely outplayed us. They wanted to win.
They did. They won the game. I don't know how well they really outplayed us, other than you could tell the difference between the Broncos receivers and the Chiefs receivers. The Broncos receivers would go and make catches for Russell Wilson. And the Chiefs receivers would not. There was that one play in the first half, I think, where Mahomes was going to throw it to MVS and it got broken up. And Mahomes was telling him, hey, man, come back to the ball because MVS was just standing there waiting for it. And he should have come back to the ball. So you can clearly see that Mahomes doesn't really trust his receivers, and you can understand why after watching that performance.
You think maybe they're jealous of Kelsey? You know what I mean? Like maybe there's like he's just going to throw it to Kelsey anyway. So like, why even try? Like, I don't know. Is he losing them in the locker room or what?
No, I don't think they're that good. Like, I just don't think they're that good. Like, they need somebody else to step up, and right now it's not happening.
Yeah, Justin Watson stepped up. That was cool.
He did. He stepped up. Yeah, he made a pretty good play there.
Good ones. Yeah.
On a third and what, like 12, third and what?
Yeah, it was like their first third down that they had.
15, I think. And like the Chiefs were going in to score in that first drive, right? It was 7-0, right?
Right.
The Broncos had they came out spitting fire. They scored on their opening drive and 7-0. So the Chiefs came down. They were about to tie the game, and it was like third and short, almost like third and goal, I think. and then Andy Reid does this stupid shovel pass, and of course it doesn't get in. It shouldn't have got in last week, but it did, and it got tackled for no gain, and just like Andy Reid's short down play calling is offensive.
He's a very quiet, reserved man, so it's
Oh,
interesting
well, that's how those Mormons are, you know. I don't know. I think he that I think that offense has a lot of soul searching to do right now, because that was unacceptable. There was so many mistakes made by whether it be Mahomes, whether it be the receivers, the special teams, all of those, and outside of outside of McCole Hardman, I thought the special teams played well.
Yeah, Butker, he's still
Butker, yeah, Butker.
Yeah. Hell, even Justin Reed stopped that field goal.
That was great, wasn't it?
That was so cool. Yeah, defense honestly still kind of killing it, even with their backups. Like, we lost Tranquil and Bolton and maybe Willie Gay. I don't know. We'll see.
The defense actually stepped up pretty big. I thought the defense put the offense in position to win games, and the offense and the special team said, "F you, we don't want to do that," because you can't win games. They had 5 turnovers, dude. 5 turnovers.
Again?
The Chiefs had 5. They turned the ball over 5 times. Now, I will say this: the last interception, if you saw Mahomes,
like the very final one before they kneeled down.
Yeah. MVS was getting pulled to the ground. That should have been called.
Yeah, it should have, but whatever.
It wouldn't have affected the game really, but it should have been. Should have been called.
Yeah, but it wasn't just that thing that lost the game. It was, just the receivers didn't click. They weren't meshing. Got to get touchdowns.
Yeah,
we still haven't figured that out.
I also thought Reed, and I understand why because there was one play where Andy Reid just had a bad game today. Andy Reid, it was 4th and 5, and they punted it. And the Chiefs had a chance to go drive and score, and instead of going for it on 4th and 5 at like the 50-yard line or the 40-yard line or whatever, they punted it, and I thought that's a mistake. And sure enough, it came back to hurt them. Because I thought you gotta, I don't know, and I don't. The thing is too, I understand why, because one, the offense wasn't clicking; they were looking out of sync. So I would have been surprised at if they would have got that, but I would have, hindsight being 2020, I would have liked to see him go for that. I would like to see him be more aggressive.
Yeah, just because it's the Denver Broncos, like you all talk about how fierce they are, and it's a division opponent. But why aren't you running it on 4th down every time? You know what I mean? Like, your defense is that good. Maybe they're just trying to conserve health, people's bodies. I don't know, but it's unacceptable. We won't stand for it as fans.
Yeah, it was just a bad game. I mean, I'm trying to think of a worse game that I've seen the Chiefs play, and that's up there. That's like probably top 5 that I've seen.
The last time they were held at only 9 was that Tennessee game at Nashville in 2021, I think.
Yeah, and that was a stinker as well too.
Yeah, it was not a fun game.
That was the stinker as well too. So the Chiefs, but they don't have it right now as at receiver. I think that's their biggest issue is Mahomes, and the receivers aren't clicking. And you saw again, Mahomes made some really, really good plays in the 4th quarter. And then when it was 4th and 2, they decided to throw it to Sky Moore, and I think that kind of sealed his fate as a Chiefs go-to guy at this point. Like, because I don't think you can trot him out there anymore. In those situations, I think you have to sit him down. I think you have to sit somebody. You have to put somebody else out there, unless everybody gets hurt.
Yeah. Maybe he is hurt. We don't know, but yeah, I think that.
Well, I don't
he's
think
going to be Sky less.
The sky is not the limit with him.
It's falling. Sky's falling.
It is falling.
Chicken licking.
Chicken Little. The sky is falling. So, what are your thoughts? Like, I mean, I guess, yeah. Like, what was some of those plays that stood out for you that you?
Yeah, my man, K. Laftis.
Yeah.
From the Greek Freak, screaming Sicilian. Bless you. I think, yeah. Anyway, no, that dude Georgie of the fumble, George of the fumble.
George got a fumble.
He actually did get a strip sack. You know,
he did
so
get a
knocked
fumble.
it out, and then I think Willie Gay picked it up.
Karlofsky's played pretty well today. They
Man.
again the defense and the
They
defense
were rushing forward
well.
quite a lot. Yeah.
The only thing that Russell Wilson did, I thought the Broncos did offensively, was they did these like stupid screen passes that would get them. But other than that, yeah. So yeah, Karlofsky, you got his jersey on right there.
I sure do. I haven't taken it off yet, but no, man. So yeah, defense is still playing good, balling out. They're kind of getting some injuries, so I'm just really impressed at how well they've been able to maintain. Bucker still solid as can be. Knock on wood. Love that guy. I almost want to get his jersey next, just because it's 7. I like 7, and I like the fact that he's kicking butt out there.
He's kicking butts, and that's why they call him Butker.
I just thought of this too. The poor Denver Broncos, they have like no celebrity fan anymore. So they couldn't cut to that. Where was this snow that everyone was talking about?
I was expecting snow too, and we didn't get that.
That's why Mahomes lost.
And we didn't get that. Instead, we got a game.
The sky is falling.
The Chiefs decided that they weren't going to play. I think the snow. I don't know. We snow, no Swifties, no any of that, and it just was it was a really, really, really bad, poorly played game. Poorly coached on offense. Andy Reid needs to just whatever he's doing right now offensively. Let's go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, he needs to go back to his basics, the fundamentals: cheeseburgers and Hawaiian shirts, praying, and the time's yours.
Yes.
So
time's yours, and then I got to do a better job, and then also we look forward to the challenge of playing whoever they're playing.
I think they're going to Deutschland next week.
Yeah, we look forward to the challenge of going to Germany. That game should have never been in Germany either. Screw you, NFL, for that. But yeah, we'll get to that next week. But yeah, the Chiefs. I mean, they laid a giant egg out there. But I will say this though, Karlofsky, hustle.
Yeah. Him, McDuffie made some plays. Back to the offense really quick. There was that one fourth and some yardage or whatever that they did where, like, I don't know, you just saw like everybody shift. I don't know how they were lined up, but like, and Kelsey got it, but with one of those weird little hook and route doohickeys or whatever. But just like how everybody shifted in the timing of that and how they past the Broncos.
There was a lot of things going on there. I think that was the 4th down play on one of their final drives where they needed to go and score, and that's where I think that's the drive. I think Sky Moore dropped the touchdown pass.
Yeah, and then go ahead.
And then, but yeah, and then they was 4th down and they got it to Kelsey, and Kelsey Kelsey caught it. So that it was a good play. Good play. That's who you need to go to when it's fourth down, and not Sky Moore.
Right.
Every
down fourth down. They couldn't really get the run game going neither, man. I mean, like, it was there, but like they didn't get it to where they wanted it. Pacheco kept getting stuff. McKinnon kept getting dropped. They were not letting McKinnon do anything this game.
No, and I think there was like one run where Pacheco had a pretty good run, and then there was a few runs, but other than that, when the like in the first through third quarters, I don't think the Chiefs had the ball a whole lot in the third quarter.
They did not,
and so they could not run the ball that well, and they couldn't establish that. And I think a lot of that too is on Andy Reid, because I don't know if he puts his running backs in positions to have a successful running game, because they do that shotgun run where it's a shotgun. I think sometimes it's an RPO, and it usually we're lucky if it gets 3 yards. So
yeah.
I always hate that play. If they're gonna run it, just go under center,
up the gut. That's what I was hoping they would do too. Is just run it up the gut the whole time. And
they don't do that. Like Andy Reid never does that. But I also too, like when they do, sometimes it doesn't work. But I'm not sure what is going on with. I agree. Our run game needs to be better. Because if you saw Denver, they had a pretty solid run game.
They did. We made them earn it, man. Justin Reed making hella plays and
blocking field goals,
and keeping up with coverage. Yeah, I just wish that offense was gelling. I mean, they have that whole Justin Ross drama going on. Maybe that's getting in their heads. Mahomes
should not be like, because he's like a 6 receiver though. If any other issues happen, he needs to be updated. Like any other, I don't know.
I meant more just like the next man mentality. It's like, oh, okay, that's just one less person to pick up the load. And so, I mean, them as professional athletes, got to make that adjustment. But yeah, this had all the recipe for the trap game, and I think that's kind of what it turned into.
Yeah, it was a huge trap game, and it shouldn't have been. Because Andy Reid, needed to get his guys coached up for this game, and they weren't. And now they all have to look in the mirror, especially on offense, and go, "Hey, what can I do?" And some of that is just you can't do anything. You're not good enough. But they need to look in the mirror and just kind of realize we got to get back to the basics. All right, and Andy Reid has to realize that there's Calvin.
I know he's picking it.
Andy Reid has to realize that I could actually go for it on 4th and short, and not run a stupid doohickey, screwy wooey play, and be too cute, But I don't know what to do about the receivers. So I think the Chiefs need to go out and get somebody now.
Right now.
Because if you saw, you saw the Denver Broncos receivers. They caught passes that were contested. Outside of Kelsey, who has you seen do that for the Chiefs?
I just saw that. Yeah, outside of Rashid Rice, but yeah,
maybe him. He dropped today.
I don't know. I think also too kind of boils down to Mahomes' head. Like, you're right. I just don't think that trust is there with everybody. Maybe a mixture of the play calling and, but yeah, they definitely, the Broncos, they had more of a sense of urgency. They had everything to gain and nothing to lose. Chiefs really don't have much to gain except, they're just kind of still in the same spot that they're at,
Sure, yeah, but this would have been this would have had they would have had a lot more separation, but they did not deserve to win this game at all.
Definitely not.
They were so bad. They were so bad.
Yeah, the Broncos definitely wanted it more. Chicken hats off to them.
KC. And I hate that. I hate the fact that we have to do that, but They played better. I don't think they're a good football team at any stretch of the imagination. But
No.
but the Chiefs, when you have 5 turnovers, you're not going to win games.
Yeah, how many interceptions Mahomes throw?
He threw 2. One of them, like the first one he threw, was actually his fault. That was a bad throw, bad decision. He was trying to get in there to Kelsey. The second one was the officials missed a pass interference call. It wouldn't have mattered in the game. The Chiefs are probably still going to lose that game.
Right.
It was 4th and like 22. And Mahomes threw it up, and they act like it was a Hail Mary play. And no, you still got to call that. It was a pass interference.
Right. Right.
So it was a bad decision. His first interception, but I
think he had 3 the last time he played him. So I mean, there's at least that. At least it was
a
little bit less, but still, I mean, they scored less points. So what do you get? What do you get out of that?
Yeah, no, they were. He also had 3 touchdown passes.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I like those.
He was really bad. And oh no, he wasn't really bad, but he was like the one decision he made was bad. I don't know. I don't think it hurt him. I think the Chiefs defense like stopped them at that, but you can't just turn the ball over.
No.
And you can't, you got to have some sort of connection with your receivers. And I don't know if there needs to be a change in the offensive game plan to get receivers open, because I don't know if they are or not. Maybe like Mahomes' first read's probably not open, but I don't know. Like Mahomes had a lot of time to pass the ball.
Yeah, it did.
In that game, and it seemed like he was holding on to the ball for a while, trying to get somebody to get open, and they just. Sometimes he would make magic, and but a lot of times, he would have to take a sack.
Yeah, no, not the prettiest, and it definitely hurts, but it's all right. Not the end.
It is in the end. Chiefs are still the 1 seed. They're still the 1 seed.
I'm just trying to reflect back more. I'm sorry I didn't take any notes, but I do.
No, the Chiefs just sucked.
I hope
that's the notes that you need to take in that game. The Chiefs sucked.
And I hope that the Denver Broncos, they really enjoy it, they relish it for what it is, because they definitely deserve it. But I hope they get a false sense of sincerity from it, and just keep running with it and running until they run off a cliff.
Wow. Okay.
And die.
Yeah.
No, I don't want them to die. That's
the Broncos.
I want them to break their hooves.
I do think that it'll give the Broncos a false sense of security that hey, we're heading in the right direction. No, they're not. They're not very good football team. So that's what I at least think. But it's just the Chiefs had to play epically bad.
Yep.
To lose this game, and they need to stop playing epically bad, because that's how you lose games. You can't just have. I mean, I don't know why they're still not getting these receivers to hold on to the football, because that's the second game in a row that like the receivers have turned the ball over.
Yeah, I will say this: that Andy Reid does a very good job at playing down to the level of their opponent.
Yeah, he does. He's way too good at that.
That was on full display tonight.
Yeah, he played well below their opponent today. Well below. I mean, he got a shovel out and was shoveling, and he said, "All right, here's our opponent. We're gonna shovel some more, and then we're gonna go play down there."
Going a mile down.
And that's where they played. I hope they're embarrassed by this. They should be. They should be embarrassed by this. Any other plays that like stood out as far as good plays?
Yeah, every single play, the stadium sound people would make the horsey go.
That was that yeah.
That would get so annoying to listen
So
to.
it's very annoying all the time. But hey, listen, in the grand scheme of things, Broncos aren't winning the Super Bowl this year. They're not going to win it in the near future. Russell Wilson still sucks because he still can't throw the ball down the field.
And
Although
he can't run very long.
They did have one play where they threw the ball down the field, and it was caught by Jerry Jeudy. And I got jealous because I was like, God forbid a Chiefs receiver actually go up and get a Mahomes pass like that. But that may be too much to ask for. So I got a little pissed there. But hey, and then and then the Broncos red zone offense was a lot better than the Chiefs red zone offense. The Chiefs red zone offense is not very good, and that's Andy. Andy, you gotta be better, dude.
Yeah, we need some more Rose Bowl parade and razzle dazzle.
No, less of that. Less of the whackbitty doodah, and more of the actual run a normal play.
Yeah. Run it up the gut.
Run it up the gut, just please. Don't get bored with that, Andy. God, frustrating.
Like personality show. No, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's very frustrating as a fan to see it because we got to deal with it. And I bet some people won some money tonight, and they're probably really happy. How's your fantasy team doing?
I haven't even looked. Let's see here.
Both mine are winning. Knock on wood.
Well, I had Josh Allen was okay. So one of my fantasy teams is probably going to win. Wait a minute. Nope. Yeah, I'm probably gonna win. Because I started Baker Mayfield. Yeah, over.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, over Brock Purdy. Okay, I don't know why I did that.
Oh yeah.
And so that was a good decision for me. And then so I had probably gonna win, but Pickens had a good game, and Mark Andrews is solid. Dalton Kincaid really showed up for me for the Buffalo Bills, and then the other one. I am. Let's see here what the matchup is. I'm gonna get destroyed by Josh Farrell, which is not gonna be fun.
Wah, wah, wah,
wah. Wait, why am I losing? Oh crap. Okay, I gotta go sit somebody out. I gotta go.
Blue 80.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna win.
It's all right. Neither are the Chiefs. There's next week. We'll see y'all in Deutschland Dolphins. And
Dicker, the kicker, got 1 point for me. Screw that guy.
Hopefully Tyreek Hill is healthy, and we can look forward to the challenge of stopping him.
We look forward to the challenge of our third and short and fourth and short yardage being a goofy is nonsense. Again, last thoughts on the game before I let you go here, man. I was kind of debriefing here, but there was a lot of head shaking, a lot of stupid me yelling at the officials for bailing the Broncos out on third downs, and I thought they were pretty bad. But what are your final thoughts on this game?
I mean, I was pretty calm, cool, and collective. I was frustrated, because we couldn't ever get a touchdown going on, but we got the points. But then right around when the fourth quarter came around, I was like, this drive is it. If they don't get it this time, they're done. And then sure enough, that's exactly what happened. But I'm glad that we can get this loss out of the way, get it out of their system, because it's just the Broncos. And hopefully they can go on a sweet playoff run and win the Super Bowl again. There's still hope, but one game one game, 1 week at a time. Oh, and one more thing. Get your Kansas City chickens at a barbecue restaurant near you.
All right, baby. Yeah, you heard that. Yeah, man. Well, they will. They're gonna have to. They're gonna have to be better. They're gonna have to be so much better. Isn't that right, Calvin? Isn't that
That's
right?
him.
Chiefs gonna have to be better.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, we are gonna be out of here. We'll sign off and just let's all have a one time go Chiefs on the count of three. One,
right.
2, 3.
Go
Go
Chiefs!